Yes, yes, EFD squad, and would you, Adam and Eve, it? The Stat Wars OGs are back. We're punctuating Stat Wars the Champions with the Season 3 opener, and I'm crossing swords yet again with my favourite seaman, Jack Sparrow second, Patrick Van Straten, everyone.
You're disgusting.
How do you feel? Because I'm a little bit rusty. It's a long time since we did this.
Well, we blew the cobwebs off with our first round victories in Stat Wars the Champions. Check those out if you want to see examples of how it should be done. I think we're ranked number 1 and 2 at the moment in the betting.
Fair.
A lot of money being put on it in the office. But speaking of rusty, we go over to the rusty trombone player. It's John Babb, the pervert from the Potteries.
Oh, that's right, people. It's Stat Wars Classic Edition, and the first question is from Brad Usher, and it's easy. Who is the most substituted player in Premier League history? So easy.
That's a rough one. As soon as you say substitute, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer springs to mind.
Does it count subbed on and off?
What did he do? He bagged 30 goals from the bench, didn't he?
Okay.
But we're not after the most prolific, we're after the most subbed. Someone who's been around for an awfully long time, I'm guessing. Gareth Barry.
Oh no, not him again. Please, God.
Tends to see out a game, doesn't he? James Milner, Ryan Giggs, Gerrard, Lampard.
Good names.
We've opened at a frightening pace here.
What have you got? What have you got? Come on. I reckon today we go straight in.
Nice and quick.
Who have you got?
I'm going to go Ryan Giggs.
That's what I think I'd go for.
Yeah.
I think that's a sensible choice.
Oh, back with a bang. Come on.
Who knew the record Premier League appearance maker would also have been subbed the most times? Who could have predicted such a turn of events?
Oh, Pato, it's a question, obviously. And it comes from Albert Hamilton. And it is, which were the only team that Germany failed to beat on their way to winning World Cup 2014? Saved it at the end, thought I cocked it up.
Oh, international questions, always tricky, Van Straten. What you got?
Oh my goodness me. Right, okay, well they were in a group with the USA and I want to say Ghana and somebody else. And they drew one of those games. I don't remember who the other team was in the group.
I've never noticed before that you've got a little bit of ginger in your beard, haven't you?
Yeah, I do have a very ginger beard. I've got a Xabi Alonso gingerness to my beard.
I won't
Good one.
quite put it on that level. But
Well, you wouldn't know. You don't know anything about beards, would you?
no, just
Look at this.
very
It was
paedophilic moustaches.
Given that I don't remember the other team that was in Germany's group, and I'd have thought they'd beat them, I think I'll go for Ghana. That's my best guess.
The motherland.
Yes!
What a shout, mate. Well worked out.
I think I watched that game in Paris
It's almost as if
with angry
you
Americans.
never really lose it, no matter if you don't Stat Wars for a number of weeks.
It's like riding a bike. You get back on it and do battle.
I've rode a few dodgy bikes in my time.
You're probably the dodgiest bike that's been ridden around Leicester.
Absolutely seeping.
Take the seat
Oil.
off, replace it with a dildo.
That is a good form of exercise.
Stop it, please, I beg you!
Crowley Ortora, thanks for your question, matey. And it goes to you, Chris. Who was the last Englishman, that's right, to score a hat-trick in the Champions League? Not including the qualifiers, yeah?
The last English player to score a Champions League hat-trick.
Oh, that is an interesting one.
Okay, so who's got English strikers in their ranks? Arsenal. Danny Welbeck. Chelsea.
Man United.
It probably would have been Frank Lampard, wouldn't it? Manchester United. An Englishman scoring a hat-trick for United. Rooney, yeah, big shout.
And Welbeck as well, actually, arguably. Depends how long ago it was.
So it could be Big Waz for Manchester United.
Sterling.
John Stones. Theo Walcott.
Yep, also good.
God, what a question. I have a weird sort of, I'm leaning towards Danny Welbeck.
Yeah.
And I'm not entirely sure why.
Because that time we beat Barcelona 4-1. And he scored a hat-trick. Might have been a dream.
I actually might go for Bambi himself. It might be his first and his last hat-trick. That man Welbs.
That was the correct answer.
Yes!
Against Gala.
And I started to lean towards them when you started suggesting names.
What?
Sterling, go for Sterling. Wait, maybe it's Rooney. Van Straten's a very calculated
'cause you
man.
were like,
he
man-
only does that
It's because you were like Man United.
when he wants to steer me away from an answer.
I didn't steer you away from anything. I helped you, if
I
anything.
know how you...
You were like, I'm an English striker scoring for Man United.
I didn't say it in that tone.
That's
How
exactly
dare you.
your voice.
That's your impression of Zach, no?
That's exact. No, my impression of Zach is just like guttural, stupid sounds.
When he stood on
Somebody better call an exorcist.
Peter Bootsman's got a question for you, Pato. Who is the last player to have scored a hat-trick on the opening day of the Premier League? Lots of hat-trick questions. Original.
I think they might have said this in the Leicester versus Arsenal game when Jamie Vardy was on a hat-trick.
Was Zlatan got 2 on the first day? Aguero got 2 on the first day. Mitrovic had 2 on the first day. That's rough, man.
Cantona, Viduka, Sheringham, Kane.
Well, supposedly he's never scored in August, as Joe insists on telling me all the time, so it can't be him.
Hasn't scored in 10, has he?
I mean, Lukaku is a kind of obvious place to go as well. This could be just anyone from like 25 years of history. So
Darren Huckabee.
Difficult.
Pele.
No, this is the Premier League, not dog farmers bull league somewhere in the
Dog farmers.
in the recesses of the Amazon.
Sick burn.
I don't know, and you know what? I don't care. I'll just say Lukaku. Why not? What an outrageously difficult question.
Yeah. Awful.
Okay, well, fair enough.
But, you know,
I did, well,
better you than me.
Well,
so.
at least I didn't name him while I was trying to come up with a list.
Limon Hussein, come on down. Thanks for your question. It goes to you, Chris. Who scored the opening goal of World Cup 2002?
Oh, I almost jumped in there with Philip Lahm. That was one of your questions against Statman Dave, wasn't it?
Well, I was thinking at first, we've had this question. But then I remembered that was a different World Cup.
So 2002 was South Korea and Japan. Traditionally, home team, one of the home nations plays the first game, don't they?
But which one? But because there are 2 home nations, that's...
I've been South Korea or Japan. Was it Nakata?
Was it Honda?
Of course it wasn't.
Was it Nakamoto?
Papa Bouba Diop.
Oh, when they beat France 1-0. They beat France 1-0, Papa Bouba Diop scored, but how would they... What was the first game? Because I knew that Papa Bouba Diop scored in that 1-0 win, but why would France-Senegal be the first game?
Final question, Pato. Oh, tension probably, unless you've already won. I don't know, I wasn't there. Anyway, comes from Romeo Salazar. That'll do, won't it? Yeah, quality stuff. Who were the first English team to beat Real Madrid? That's it.
In history, that's so stupid. Arsenal were the first ones to beat them at the Bernabeu.
It's not my question though, is it?
Well, no. Obviously, Man United won the European Cup in like 1967, 68.
Norwich.
So they're an interesting shout. Who else was good back then?
Grimsby.
Arsenal, Spurs, Huddersfield. Then you've got your Forests, your
Stanley
Ipswiches. He was at Stoke, wasn't it? So all time. I mean, this could
Mate,
literally
this
be
is-
from
this
this
is
could literally be
really,
from the 20s. In which
really
case it'll be
hard.
like Preston or Burnley or something. Ooh, it could be that
Ooh.
Wolverhampton Wanderers
I don't like the
side.
sound
I'm
of
gonna say
that.
I'm gonna say Wolves. It's a guess. It's pure guess.
That little ooh gave me shooty arse.
It's just because I remember Wolves are a good team, but I haven't got it. There's no way.
It took until 68 to beat Real.
So
I mean, we didn't participate in
Did
European
mention that.
competition for a little while, did we?
the European Cup didn't start until what? 56, 57, maybe later. Oh well, that's all right. I don't mind that. I didn't expect to know that answer.
So, Hamill's clinched it. Round 1 of season 3.
Fair play.
To be fair, you were absolutely shafted.
I enjoyed
With
that
last
question though.
That
I
was an
enjoyed that
absolutely-
question.
Absolute doozy.
Weirdly, a question we haven't heard before, but that's kind of been a problem of late, hasn't it?
Yes, we need you to get more questions in for round 1, as you've been slacking on that front, the general knowledge section. A lot of questions for Who Am I? A lot of questions for Hot Potato. But yeah, making life hard for us to find trivia.
And we can't rely on Zach to do it, because he's incompetent.
Ever.
Round 2, potato round. You know the drill. Time to go. Let's make this happen.
Ah, potatoes! Ah, potato questions. And the first one comes from the mind of Blank Zane. Thanks for your question. And it is, can you name every single Arsenal player who got smashed up 8-2 against United in 2011? Tough one, that.
Chesney.
Coquelin.
Koscielny.
Yanaris. Mikel. Giroud.
Walcott. Ox.
Wilshere. Van Persie.
Feel at a distinct disadvantage here. Gibbs. El Neni wasn't there.
Yeah, no duh.
I don't know if I have another one.
Pascal Segan.
Pascal
Luzhny.
Seagull. Is Jovino in there?
Why don't we ask the Arsenal fan who was left over?
I didn't watch this game.
Okay.
Ramsey's about the only one I'd have got out of that. I forgot Traore existed.
Maybe Shamak as well, but you kind of forget about that whole stint at Arsenal because he's that bad.
Let's not talk about that game. Moving on. So, what a rubbish first
Magic
one.
is the next one about which Celtic players were there when we got beat 5-1
Who knows?
at Ibrox.
Yeah, dream on, dirt boy.
Nehal Ray Saga, yeah, round 2, potatoes, and it is. Can you name the last 10 players to win the Ballon d'Or? Wait for it. While playing in Serie A. Yeah, it just got a lot harder, didn't it? Impossible, some might say.
Baggio.
Zidane.
Nedved.
Shevchenko.
Not Cannavaro. Kaká.
George Weah.
Van Basten.
Platini. Sammer. Papin. God, did they even play in those teams? It's got to be someone from AC, Juve, Inter.
Yes!
Yes! Ronaldo, R9.
Yeah. How many more are left? Mateus.
How did I not get R9?
Well done.
You really threw me when you started with Baggio.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because I was like, Baggio. That's my backup one. I was looking at a list of Ballon d'Or winners earlier today and I can't name him.
Hullet.
Hullet. There we have it, Patrick Van Straaten doing what he does best, mopping up in the hot potato round. Well done, sir.
You've been parboiled. You've been mashed. You haven't been roasted. Not like that time on your gap year.
Boom. Roasted.
That makes it 1-1, which is annoying for me, but good for you because that's entertainment, in the wise words of the Jam.
Brad Usher's back. Whoa, for who am I? Thanks, mate. Doing our job for us. And I like that because I'm lazy. Anyway, question. I have played with Robert Pires, Esteban Cambiasso and Darren Bent. Remember them all. 3 points. Who am I?
Is it Mark Albrighton?
Oh!
Smashed it, Perez.
That was
with
a
that move to
quality
Villa.
answer.
That's what put me in.
I was thinking Villarreal and then Inter or Leicester. So a Leicester question. Can't complain now. I had an Arsenal one. He's had a Leicester one, so.
Pontus Alkmaar, thanks for your question. It's worth 3 points. Who am I? I have played with Messi, Neymar, Marco Emilia. Is that right? Yeah. And Simon Cager. Don't know if I pronounced the names right. Never heard of him. 3 points.
Marco Emilia? Who the f is that guy?
Isaac Cuenca. It's worth a guess. I'm just bored of this question now.
The Dane who's been at Barcelona is
Michael Laudrup.
Christian Poulsen.
You're wrong, and you're a grotesquely ugly freak. Thanks.
For 2 points, get ready. I watched as my Argentinian colleagues failed to win World Cup 2014 because I wasn't selected. If I was, who knows? Who knows?
Javier Mascherano. Christ almighty.
Pastore? Yes!
Javier Pastore.
Oh, what's that? 2 points. Oh, comes
Back
down to the
in the
final
game.
one. Whoa.
You couldn't make it up. StatWars, just seamless, endless drama.
He's literally played with Pastore as of this last weekend. Like Neymar.
Bastard, totally forgot about that. Pastore's still at the club.
Hell.
He's not going to get a sniff this season, is he?
3 points! I have played with Son, Cruz, Kagawa, and Kadira. Remembered it, mofos. 3 points, and that question comes from Jason Henriks.
Gonzalo Castro? It's worth a go.
What are we saying? Come on, brain, get there.
That's horrendous.
That is awful, mate.
Because he could play with 3 of those just as an international. So it's not actually that helpful.
Bad Stuber.
For 2 points, I have the most appearances in the Champions League for players of my nationality with 47 appearances. Who am I?
This is bullshit.
How long, George?
This is bullshit.
Oh my goodness. I don't even have a guess for you.
Oh, it. Kevin Campbell. Worth a go.
Kevin Karanye. On the theme of Kevins.
Final point! I am the all-time leading goal scorer for my country with 48 goals. Whoa, end of the show.
Mario Mandzukic?
Yes! I don't have a scoop. 48 goals. All I can think of is Clint Dempsey now, and he's not played with any of them.
It's not Lewandowski.
I feel like he played with Son before Son went to Spurs. 48 goals for his country. I'm going to go with...
This is like, it's going to be like John Carew. Stern John. I think...
Pass.
Yeah.
Don't need it, do I? So... Hell, Chicharito.
Kagawa at Man United.
When did he...
Kroos on loan at Real Madrid.
When did he play with Son?
Well, we got some bad news.
So there we have it. I drew blood in the opener of Season 3, but that doesn't mean when it comes to StatWars the Champions, Pato, because the form book gets chewed up and spat out. Are you confident going into the next round?
I have no idea who I've got in the next round.
I haven't decided yet.
So I don't know if I should be confident. Knowing you, I imagine I'll get shafted like I was in this round.
Absolutely shafted. I might pitch you against Makola. Or George, the underdog.
Yeah, I think George has got...
Outside shout.
George is an interesting dark horse for the title, you know.
First
and
time
he wouldn't
it's been
enjoy
described
it
as
if he won.
interesting. So.
And dark. Because he's the palest man in the world.
And as ever, don't forget to like and subscribe. Just tack that on the end. Bye.